Zil. Zillionaire entertainment, baby. Zillionaire entertainment, baby. Zillionaire entertainment, baby. Zillionaire entertainment, baby.
All right. What's poppin'? It's your boy Zillionaire. Welcome to the Mother Freaking Show. If you can hear me, let me know you can hear me. We are live. It's gonna be a lot to talk about tonight. Whole bunch of stuff to talk about tonight. Straight up. It's a lot of stuff we're gonna be talking about. We're gonna look at some videos. We're gonna go with some videos. I want to have a live discussion in the chat. Feel free to discuss in the chat. Let's watch some of this video with SONYA MASSYE's family speaking out. We're going to watch some of this video. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and all the good stuff. Let's watch some of this video. And we're going to get into this, man. Let me see. I don't know why I can't see the chat. I'm trying to open up the chat box. So if you can hear me, let me know you can hear me. Let me see. All right, we're gonna start listening to some of this video. All right, let's listen to some of this video, and we're gonna come back and break some of this stuff down. Let's check it out.
Thank you all so much for coming out today. I'm Teresa Haley, president of Haley and Associates Envisions 1908. We are here again because of the tragedy of Miss SONYA MASSYE. I don't know if you slept last night after seeing the video. It was very difficult for me, and it was my third time. Each time I watch it, I think about Black women all over America being hunted. We have something to be afraid of. Those of us who have sons and daughters, we used to be concerned about our sons, but now we're concerned about the Black woman as well. I am so grateful to be here today with Attorney Crump.
Shout out to those who just came in the chat. What's going on? How y'all doing in the chat? Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Yeah, I haven't been able to go live. I've been so busy, man. Working on set all the time and doing other stuff. I ain't had time to go live, so I'm finally live. Glad y'all here. We're gonna discuss it. We're gonna watch some of this video and we're gonna discuss this, man. Let's get into the video. Then we're gonna have a live discussion after we watch the video. All right.
especially the Massey family. This day means so much to us that the mother, the son, the daughter, the father thought it was important for all of us to be here together. So at this time, I'm going to turn it over to Attorney Ben Crump. Attorney Ben?
Thank you. Thank you again, Teresa, for allowing us to be in the facility to comfort the family and to try to continue to make sure we get justice for SONYA MASSYE.
I know you don't want to see Donald Trump retake the White House. I know you don't want a nationwide ban on abortion.
I'm here with Attorney Natalie Jackson, Attorney Paul Greenkey, Attorney Jennifer Hightower, and as Teresa said, Miss Donna, her mother, Mr. James, her father, her children, Summer and Malachi, and a host of cousins and uncles and aunts. The updates of these: number one, we've been informed that now DOJ is opening an investigation, the Department of Justice, which is welcome because there have been some concerns and revelations by the family that we think needs to be investigated and addressed completely. Number two, the family had a meeting with Governor Pritzker and Lieutenant Governor, and it was an hour-long meeting, and they were very personal with Ms. Donna and Malachi and Mr. James and Summer. They expressed, especially the Lieutenant Governor, that she's the mother of 4 Black daughters. So it is very personal. The governor gave his commitment that the state will use all their resources to make sure that equal justice is paramount, that they will be partners in justice, because they understood that oftentimes SONYA MASSYEs of the world don't get due process of the law, and that they were committed to saying this is going to be a fair and transparent investigation and process at every level. And I think Ms. Donna was very open with the governor, saying that the trouble is a lot of times in the Black community. We see that when the police kill us, they put on administrative leave. She called it a vacation, and then nothing really happens. And she wanted to ensure that that ain't gonna happen here. Mr. James Wilburn, her father, was a little more forceful. He talked about, he don't understand why he was ever hired in the first place. The fact that he had 2 DUIs. Mr. James says he believed that it was 6 times in 4 years. He worked for 6 different law enforcement agencies in 4 years. Believes he was fired from 2 of those agencies. And so Mr. James wanted to know, why was he even hired by the Sheriff's Department? He had a lot of issues with the Sheriff's Department. He said that the Sheriff's Department should have known about his past if they did any kind of investigation. And he said that Senator Turner is putting forth a bill to say that you shouldn't be allowed, if you are accused of some kind of unethical violation of policy within one law enforcement department, be able to resign without having any findings and then go to the next law enforcement agency. He said that that is a problem because you have these bad law enforcement officers.
All right, now Ben Crump, he's basically talking about the cop that shot her, right? Okay, the cop that shot her. Like I said, we're gonna watch the video, then we're gonna have a live discussion. This is gonna be a long live because we got a lot to talk about. Lot to talk about. But basically, this guy here, he had a history. How y'all doing? I see. Oh, now I see the chat. Now I see the chat. How you doing, A Goddess, Keisha, and Laura Scott? How y'all doing? How y'all doing, A Goddess, Keisha, and Laura Scott? How y'all doing? All right, we're gonna watch the video, and he's basically talking about the cop had a long history. His wife divorced him because he was cruel. If you look it up, the cop in this case, what's his name, Pearson? His wife divorced him because his wife said he was cruel. Okay, and he got some other stuff, some other issues going on that this cop never had checked. Now, I think that he was wrong for the way he handled it, and I stated that. Okay, but she was stupid for throwing a hot pot of grease on a racist cop. What do you expect? Like, come on, you throw a hot pot of grease on a racist cop. Come on, like, come on, man. That now I don't agree with him shooting her in the face. No. So some people got mad at me because I said I don't agree with him shooting her in the face, but she still shouldn't have threw hot pot of water on a racist cop. Like, come on, I mean that's common sense. She's like the type that don't listen to nobody. Like a lot of them, they just don't listen. This generation, they don't listen to nobody. You can't tell nobody nothing nowadays. That people don't believe in consequences of their actions. That's just like a woman going out with a serial killer. You know he's a serial killer, but you still go out with him anyway, and he kills you. And now everybody's supposed to feel sad for you. Like you knew he was a serial killer. Well, he ain't have to kill her like that. That's what he is, a serial killer. Well, he ain't have to shoot her in the face. Well, no, he didn't. But if you're a racist cop, what do you expect? What do you expect these cops to do to us? We already know that the odds are against us. We already know what we're up against. Why are you going to throw a hot pot of grease on these racist pigs? Like I don't get it. You know what we up against. And then she had a nerve to say, if you watch the video, she had the nerve to say, "Oh, I'm sorry." He said, "Put the hot pot of water down. I'm gonna shoot you in the face." And she held the pot. She said, "Oh, I'm sorry." And she jumped down to the floor when he pulled the gun out. She went to the floor, then grabbed the hot pot of water anyway, and threw it at his face. Now he could have tased her. He could have tased her. I said that. He could have tased her. He didn't have to shoot her like that. I do think that was a cold-blooded killing. But like I say, what do you expect? You bring it on yourself when you deal with these pigs. They don't like us anyway. So you just gave them a reason to blow your head off. But let's watch it.
Doing bad things to people, having allegations of excessive force, and then they just go to the next agency and then hurt somebody else. And he said that he wanted a commitment from the governor that they would try to have responsive legislation to try to prevent something like this from happening again. And that if that legislation came across your desk, that you would sign such legislation as a SONYA MASSYE bill. And so that's, he didn't bite his tongue, nor did Miss Donna bite their tongue, but the governor.
I can't stand the way this dude talk. I swear, this dude right here, man, he's like a jackleg. This dude, Crump, man, Ben Crump, the way he talk, boy. You're just like, dude, I'm from the streets and I don't talk like that. Jesus Christ. I'm from the streets of Philly and I don't talk like you, Ben Crump. You sound like a yes boss. You sound like a yes-em boss. I'm sorry, that's what he sound like. Sound like a yes master.
Donna bite their tongue, but the governor was very receptive. It got emotional in there at times with people having tears.
And Ben Crump, Ben Crump is always running to every time he always want to be in the spotlight. He always want to be in the spotlight. Like he gets on my nerve. He can't stand the way he talk. He talk like he's the 1800s. He talk like he on the cotton field. I wouldn't want no man to sound like he talking on the cotton field. I wouldn't want no man like Ben Crump who sound like he's on the cotton field defending me or trying to get justice for me. You sound like a yes'm boss. I need somebody with some authority or some power that ain't afraid of these crackers. I need somebody that ain't afraid of this crooked, corrupt, dirty system. You sound like a yes'm boss. He the type when the pressure get on, he'll bow down to the man. His body language, everything about him. He's just a jackleg. He's a jackleg pro-activist, whatever the hell he is. He just gets on my nerves, man. He just want to be in the spotlight. And he talking right now, and he ain't really saying a whole lot. If you really pay attention, we're gonna fast forward. I'm gonna listen to the family, but like, what is you saying, dude? Yes, some boss. Listen to yes, some boss.
He didn't bite his tongue, nor did Miss Donna bite their tongue, but the governor was very receptive. It got emotional in there at times with people having tears and having to break down.
Troll in the comment section. You want me to show the video to you? Ma'am, she put the pot down and she picked the pot right back up and threw it at him. I can show you the video. You want to see the video, man? Because I got time. If you want to come to my comment section, I'm leaving the comments open. But if people want to come in and just say stuff, they need to go watch the video. I could pull the video right now. He said, put the pot down. She put the pot down. I have a clear shot of the video. She said, I'm sorry. She bent down. She put the pot down. Then she picked the pot back up and threw it at him. Okay? Now, I still don't know what he shouldn't have shot in the face. Go watch the video, man. Please don't come in my comment section. Don't tell me what she said. Go watch the video. She did not throw the pot away. Yes, she did, man. She was throwing the pot at him. Like, y'all kill me y'all always trying to justify what these women do. She's wrong for what she did. He's wrong for the way he handled the situation. Period. She should have followed orders and she should have listened to authority, and she wouldn't have got her head blown off. But I still hope he gets I hope he gets, prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. But man, go watch the video. Come on my chat saying stupid stuff. Don't come in my chat with your feelings. Come in my chat with facts, please. Shut the hell up. You ain't gonna come in my chat with facts. Shut the hell up. Don't say what happened when you didn't see the video. Shut up. That's not what happened. Lord, man, like people just want to talk with their feelings. Let me play this video again. People just irritate. Go troll somebody else.
We're talking about SONYA. We're talking about the video and how senseless it was. The governor, the lieutenant governor, everybody said they looked at the video and they believe it was senseless as well. And then the issue we're here for today, they expressed to the governor, starting with Mr. Wilburn, this whole thing about how they seem to not have been told the truth at the very beginning. And the family kept drawing our attention to the fact that they were saying it was self-inflicted initially, or it was some intruder who did it, but they never said it was law enforcement who did it. And so Attorney Jackson got from Mr. Wilburn and the family the audio, and we will share it with you. Press at bencrump.com.
Ben Crump, you sound like you illiterate, sir. Lord have mercy. You sound like you slow, man. Why does he talk like that? I'm from the streets of Philly and I don't talk like this. Dang, I'm about to fast forward this dude. I hope he ain't talking the whole dang time. Let me hear what the family got to say. Ben Crump is irritated. God, let me fast forward. Shut up. He took all this time to talk. He up there talking for 15 minutes. Shut up, Ben Crump. You sound like a yes'm boss. Shut up. Let me hear what the family got to say. God, Ben Crump is irritating, man.
I switched from State Farm because of this site. They had me paying $163 a month.
In the families, all right, let's listen to what the family got to say. Shut up, Ben Crump.
They was told, and then at the very end, we'll have questions after you hear from all the family members. Jim, what you going for?
The first thing I'm gonna say is all life matters. Black lives matter. When I got to the scene, the officer notified me that it was under investigation. And we knew that she had problems with her neighbor. Not once was I told that the officer did it. They tried to make me believe that it was a neighbor or somebody that did it. And then the message got to the hospital that it was a self-inflicted injury. We don't understand how that message got passed out, especially from a sheriff department that's supposed to be professional, legitimate. How do you get that confused? If you get confused, you don't need that job, because that is one thing you cannot get confused. Self-inflicted, and you're doing it to somebody's two different statements, and that's how they made me believe that somebody else did it to her, and they made the hospital believe that.
Can you tell just simply when you talk about the hospital, where did you get that from?
I'm not gonna say her name, but my friend works at the hospital. When she realized that was my BM, she called me because she was concerned about no family showing up. It was too much time to pass without the family being notified. And she heard the police telling the nurses she killed herself. How do you get confused? How do you get confused with you saying I shot her or she shot herself? To me, that's a cover-up from the get-go. It wasn't until the doctor came back and made a statement. This is not self-inflicted. This is a homicide. Then this true statement came out that there was an officer involved shooting.
Well, so I was the first family member on the scene. I'm her cousin Shadia. And when we arrived on scene, we were trying to figure out what happened. We asked the officer what was going on. Did they recover camera footage? Because my cousin had cameras at her house. And we were looked at like they didn't know what was going on. They laughed at us. I was confused. I didn't know. I went there from answers because I thought that someone came into the home to kill her. They didn't inform us or our family at all.
And now we will have Malachi and Miss Donna. Okay, she gets it. Okay. So Malachi, who is her oldest child, her son, who is the next of kin.
Well, they told me, I got a call from the hospital, actually. I never got a call from the police. But they told me that my mom, she had got shot in the eye, and it came out her neck. And they didn't tell me who. They were just saying somebody. They never would tell me who. They just kept on saying someone shot her. They would never tell me who shot my mom though. So, and I think I was the first person to find it out too. I had to go tell my grandma myself. That's all I can say.
And you kept asking who?
Yeah, they wouldn't tell me at all.
Thank you, Malachi. We know how hard this is on you and summer. Mr. Wilburn, do you want to say anything before we take questions?
I'm going to say it again. I'm calling for the sheriff's resignation because I think it's a culture to treat this family this bad, to call these lies. If it were not for that camera footage, we as a people, they would have lied and they'd have lied their way right out of this. So he needs to resign. So no matter who of his emissaries try to come and talk to me, I'm not going to talk to anybody unless my attorney's with me.
Now, he's talking about the camera footage, but the camera footage, this is what the defense is going to try to use in court. I have the video, and I'm gonna play the video for y'all after a while. When she threw the pot of water. She sat the pot of water down, picked it back up, and threw it at him. Okay, the defense. This is what they're going to use. That it was self-defense. Okay, because she threw the hot pot of water on him. That still doesn't justify him shooting her in the face. Okay, he threatened to shoot her in the face from the beginning, and that's what makes the cop look bad though. Because the cop said from the beginning, "I'll shoot you in the face." Like he said that right off, and then he actually did it after she threw the pot of hot water on him. So that sounds like intent to kill, intent to murder anyway. So anytime a cop tell you, "I'm gonna shoot you in the face," she should have never tried that cop like that. I don't know what I don't know why she thought this cop wasn't gonna do nothing to her. Now you can do that to you know This is the man. You can't play them games with the man. You can't play. Now you can play that with your little boyfriends. You know how they do with their boyfriend. They talk trash, cuss their boyfriends out, treat them like trash. Throw stuff at them. You could be abusive to the little men you mess with. And you dealing with the man, you can't play these games. The man will blow your head off. The man is not playing with y'all. Okay, this ain't your little boyfriend. So, the defense is going to try to use that. I still don't think this is a justified killing. I don't believe there's no justification for any of it. Her behavior was foul. She brought it on herself. Like I said, you deal with a snake, you're gonna get bit like one. Whatever you're dealing with, whatever animal that thing is, and you play around with it, it's gonna get you. So he already warned her, and that looks bad for the cop. So I think it looks bad for the cop, but I don't think the self-defense is gonna hold up because he could have pulled out a taser. He could have easily pulled out a taser and tased the woman. Simple. He could have easily tased her. And that was that. You have to shoot her in the face. That's ridiculous, man. Come on, that was ridiculous. So it just looked like straight up murder to me. But that's what they're going to try to use self-defense because she threw the pot of hot water on. I don't think they're going to win. Let's listen to the grandfather.
Because you will never twist anything I said. I'm very clear and I'm very eloquent. He needs to resign.
Thank you, Mr. Wilborn. Obviously, you can hear the passion in his voice. A family who lost their daughter and their mother, their loved one.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but Ben Crump, you look like an Uncle Tom. I'm sorry, man. Jesus Christ, you look like an Uncle Tom. Your whole vibe, your whole aura, everything about you, man, says Uncle Tom. I tell you, boy. Ben Crump, get this guy out of here, man. Why y'all got this guy, Ben Crump, talking for y'all? Shut up, man. This old yes and balls ambulance chasing dude, he always want to be in front of every black situation. He want to be involved in every last one. That's what gets on my nerve about Ben Crump. He talk like a yes and balls. He talk like a chump. He talk like he's scared of the man. Then on top of that, he want to represent everybody. He's always going to that state, this state, that state. He runs over there when tragedy comes, just to be in the public eye. I think Ben Crump just like being in the public eye. Man, that's it. He's the one, he like to talk, be in the public eye, get a check, and go home, just like Al Sharpton. Just shut up, Ben Crump. What is he talking about? This dude gets on my nerves, man. Let's listen to this chump, Ben Crump. Shut up, Ben Crump. Shut up, Uncle Tom talking dude. I can't stand when guys talk like that. See, I grew up around men that spoke with authority. I grew up around men. That's why y'all can't handle me on my channel. I grew up around men. I grew up around my father, my uncles, my grandfathers, OGs on the street. We talk like men. They don't care who you are. There ain't no backing down. You're some balls. Ain't none of that. I ain't grew up in that era. I grew up around men. This is a punk-ass generation of men. I'm sorry. This is a punk-ass generation. I can't stand. Where the strong black leaders at? Everybody want to attack me for telling the truth. Everybody mad at me and my channel because I speak the truth. But I talk about stuff everybody's scared to talk about. Y'all don't like men to speak with authority. Y'all don't like men, especially a black man. Y'all don't like black men to speak with authority like myself, who ain't afraid to speak the truth. Because I live to die for what I believe in. That's just who I am. I'd rather die like a man than live like a chump. That's what I stand for. I ain't no punk ass YouTuber. Sorry. Sorry. I'm gonna speak the truth about anything. I don't care if you're black, a sissy thug, a black woman, a racist cop. I don't care what y'all are. I'm gonna talk about you. I don't care what the topic is. I don't care who y'all are. I really don't care. Right is right, wrong is wrong. I'm gonna call your ass out. And we got guys like Ben Crump. Shut up. He's just so irritating. I want to smack him in his head. I want to smack Ben Crump in his head. Shut up, man. I can't stand being around. He's irritating. This is this chump. If he talk too long, let the family talk. What he jumping back in and talking for? Let the family talk, man. That's why I say he like to be in the spotlight. Shut up. Say a few words. Be like, I'm representing the family, and get the hell on. Let the family talk, man. Damn. Shut up, Ben Crump. Let's listen. Let's listen to this chump talk, man. Uncle Tom. His whole aura says Uncle Tom. His whole vibe is Uncle Tom. Go ahead, Uncle Tom. Trying to act like you some black activist. Shut up.
So to be clear, we want this matter to be cleared up, be investigated, so the family can have answers to how certain things unfolded. If somebody, well, you listen to it for yourself. If somebody did try to suggest it was self-inflicted, then we need to know who. And there needs to be accountability. This was important to the family to have these matters investigated. So we look to the authorities to do a thorough investigation on each and every aspect of what led to the killing, and the aftermath of the killing. That we think justice requires such. With that, we will continue to say her name, SONYA MASSYE. We will continue to say justice for SONYA MASSYE. We will continue to fight for justice for SONYA MASSYE. We don't want it to be swept under the rug. We don't want another LaQuan McDonald. We were very clear with the governor on that. Charges, we can't be satisfied with just charges in the black community. We've seen it too many times. If we forget about it, a year from now, even if the jury came back and found guilty, if we're not vigilant, you'll get the LaQuan McDonald treatment, where they'll give a slap on the wrist and give 3 years for execution. This video tells the story. There is no justifying this video whatsoever. It's one of the worst police shooting videos ever.
Oh my God. Shut up, man. No, this is not one of the worst police. Shut up, Ben Crump. I'm about to fast forward this fool. This is one of the worst police shootings ever. That's a lie, bro. I can go all the way back to the 1960s on up. Talk about police shootings. This ain't the worst police shooting ever. She actually attacked the cop. I could pull up police shootings where a black man ain't do nothing and got his head blown off. She threw a pot of hot water on him. Talking about this the worst police. No, it ain't. Shut up, man. What is he talking about? See, now he just saying stuff to please the family. He talked too much. Let's see how long he talked. I'm trying to let the family talk, man. You let the grandfather get up there for 1 second. Like I said, he love to be in the spotlight, Ben Crump. Shut up, Ben Crump. And he talking for a long time. He talking, look, he took up majority of the time. I don't want to hear this. I don't want to hear Mr. Yes and Boss talk. Let's hear what her son got to say.
Hey, it's JD Vance. If you can't afford to donate because of the wreckage of Joe Biden's economy, I understand and want you to take care of your family. But if you can't,
She want to talk
All right,
to
let's see
her,
what
she
her
gonna
son
talk
got
to
to say.
her. She just, I don't know, she was just a lovable person. She knew how to talk to anybody. Like, I don't know.
Now, let me ask you a question. Why is Ben Crump standing so close to the sun? He got to be in the picture. Look at Ben Crump. Pay attention to Ben Crump. Why can't he just go off to the side somewhere and let the family talk? He got to be in the spotlight. That's what gets on my nerve. Why he pressed up against the sun like that? Get us some room to breathe. Let him talk, Ben Crump. What's wrong with this guy, man? He pressed. I wish I would be talking about my mom and I got this Uncle Tom dude pressed all up against me. Nigga, move back so I could talk, chump. Ben Crump, you chump. Back up, man. Anyway.
She always helped people too. That's the thing about her. She helps everyone. Always.
How are you doing now?
I don't know. Honestly, I'm okay though, for the most part. But this is just, I don't know. I don't know what to say. I don't have no words for this for real. This is crazy to me.
And you watched the video too?
No, I didn't watch it. But I seen like the start of the video, but I didn't finish it. I can't. I don't want to watch it.
So the son said he didn't watch the video. Sir, you need to watch that video. Need to watch the video. He should watch how it went down. Because he's going to be like, dang, Mom, why did you throw that pot of water? Any son would ask us, if I'm a son and I watch that video, I'm like, Mom, damn, you know they want to kill us. You know they want to destroy us. You know this system is crooked. You know the odds are against us. You know they want any reason to blow our heads off. I'd be like, Mom, why did you pick the pot back up and throw it at him? Why? Why can you just stay down, put your hands up? Any son would have if he watched every and I'm gonna play the other video with the other camera angle because it's two camera angles. A lot of y'all probably just saw the first camera angle. The second camera angle shows everything, and I put it on my channel. It's on my channel. It shows everything. Like I say, it still don't justify him shooting her in the face. But when you're dealing with these pigs and you attack them with some hot water, you just giving him a reason to do what he wanted to do from the first place. He just want to blow your head off. She gave him a reason. So if I was a son and I see that thing, I'd be like, Mom, why did you do that? Cop, and I'd be like, Cop, why did you have to shoot her in the face? Why didn't you just tase her? So I think they're wrong on both sides. I think both sides are just completely wrong. That's just my stance on it. So, I mean, anybody could have their own opinion. That's just my stance from watching the video, this and that, and that's my stance on it.
Yes, sir.
I can understand how the differing messages that the family got from all different types of people can be very upsetting, but is it possible that this could just represent the confusion that surrounds a lot of crimes right after they happen or incidents?
It's possible, but we can't take it lightly with the history of cover-ups, police killers of Black people in America. And so that's why we're just asking for it to be investigated. The family feels strongly about, everything right now. I mean, this was their mother.
Does the family believe this is like a coordinated effort?
Yes.
Thank you for hitting the super chat. What's your name? Minnesota Unsolved Crime. Appreciate the donation. If you're gonna donate to the channel, you can hit the super chat, but I'd rather you hit my Cash App if you're gonna donate to the channel. Hit my Cash App if you're gonna donate. I appreciate the donations. You can hit the super chat, but make sure you hit my Cash App too. Appreciate all the donations, big and small. I tell you, boy, let's watch it. Like I say, man, this system is already against us. This system already want to destroy us. The system already wants to take us out. Why give these people a reason to shoot you? I mean, come on, man. Somebody said, why won't this lawyer fight for Black crime? That's a good point. That's a good point because that's a good point. I like that. I like what you just said. Why all the gang violence and all the killings in our community? Exactly. Why does Ben Crump always pop up when it's a white cop? Yeah, that's my problem. Maybe call into another show. Maybe I don't know. I don't know about calling in because I don't know. If people call in, they have to be on camera. Yeah, if I bring people in or you hit the link and you got to be on camera because I can't afford to be trolled like that. And I've been trolled where people tried to do little stuff where I brought people in on my show and they tried to do some dirty stuff on my channel, and I said I'm not doing no more. So if I do call-in shows, you have to be on camera. There's a lot of trolls out here. I got to protect my brand. I got to protect my message and my identity. So it ain't nothing personal, but it's a live discussion in the chat. Means whatever. I'll look at the chat. We could discuss this, and y'all can even whatever. Now, everybody in the chat. Let me know what y'all think about this. What do y'all think about this case right here? Because like I say, we watching video, but I want to discuss it with y'all personally. See, y'all, look, listen, y'all getting personal time with Zillionaire. Y'all better appreciate this time you getting with your boy, because I'm a busy man, and I took out my time to talk to y'all. I know some of y'all said, well, he go live, he get paid. So what? I'm taking out my time. Yes, I get paid for what I do, but I'm taking out my time to talk to y'all. then I don't have to do that. So put your thoughts. Do you think the cop was wrong? Do you think she was wrong? Do you think they both was wrong? Matter of fact, I'm gonna put a poll in the chat. Do you think she was wrong, he was wrong, or do you think they both were wrong? Because like I say, when I play the video, you'll see she clearly put the pot down, picked the pot back up, and threw it at him, and you see the water and all, and he shot her in the face. So that's what really happened. Like I say, he could have tased her. He didn't have to shoot her in the face, but what do you expect from those? What do you expect them to do? That's who they are. I don't expect nothing different from those people. I don't expect nothing. You do something, they want a reason to blow your head off. I'm gonna put a poll in the chat. Now let's put a poll in the chat. We're gonna watch some of the rest of the video while I'm working on this poll in the chat. Let's listen to the rest of the video. Make sure you hit that Cash App to donate to the channel. I appreciate it. Hit that Cash App. Show your support. Show your love for your boy Zillionaire. Let's get back into the video. What is going on? Why this video is not playing? Why do we, oh.
Disinformation.
Well, the family believed that they weren't told it was a law enforcement killing at the beginning. So if it was your daughter who got killed, what would you be thinking? Would you be thinking like Mr. Wilborn and Miss Donna? Would you be thinking like Malachi and them? Like, why didn't they tell us at the beginning that the police shot my mom? This is their mom. And let's remember that. I mean, you get one mama.
Mr. Carter.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Carter, just to clarify a question from your statement earlier, when you arrived at the scene, you said you spoke with this deputy. That was not Deputy Grace.
No.
Okay. And just to follow up on that as well, there's been attempts to get more of the body camera footage from all the officers that responded to that scene as well. Illinois State Police have withheld that for right now because of the ongoing investigation. Do you believe that's because of all of that communication after the fact that's not involving the two deputies that were at the house? And is there questions, and could that shed even more light on?
Make sure you like this video and share it. I appreciate it, man. Like the video, share the video, hit the Cash App, show your love and your support for your boy Zillionaire, whether you're a new subscriber or you've been a supporting subscriber. Go ahead and do all that for me and do me a favor, man. Help spread the message, help the platform grow. I appreciate it.
How this all transpired.
And as Attorney Jackson said, we don't know, but we made the request of all body cam video, of all 911 tape, of all the police communication that evening. So they released the 2 body camera videos, and we don't have anything further, but we've asked for it. We believe that State's Attorney John Millhiser is going to be transparent with the family. Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Crump, thank you so much for this opportunity. I've kind of got 2 questions here, but my first one, you talk about whole justice. Do you intend to file a civil lawsuit in Sangamon County? And if so, when do you plan to do that?
We plan to explore every possible legal remedy to get full justice for SONYA MASSYE.
Now, them kids about to get paid. Them kids gonna get paid now. Oh yeah, they gonna get paid for this one. You could sue that department. You could sue all them people for you, man. There's a lot of suing going on. You could file a civil suit. You could file charges. You could file all kind of stuff, man. There's all kind of money in this, which I think they would deserve. I think the kids would deserve it. That was their mother, and they would deserve some kind of retribution or some kind of financial assistance in this situation. It's all only right. I'll be suing everybody. Everything I can sue, I'm suing. Every lawsuit I can bring against that department, I'm bringing it. I'm getting every dime from y'all, and it's for my ancestors. On top of that, I tell you, boy, I'm coming for all my money and my ancestors' money. I'm coming for my money and my. Even though, I know all black people weren't slaves, but I'm just saying. You got to understand, all black people were not slaves. Go study your history. Even in the time of slavery, you had wealthy black people who owned other black slaves. So go ahead and look it up. You had wealthy people in the time of slavery. Yes, they were called the what did they call them? forgot the name of them people, man. The Free Blacks. They were called the Free Blacks. Look it up. A lot of y'all just go by what the man tell. See, that's what's wrong with our society. A lot of y'all just go by what the man tell you, what you see on the internet. Y'all, a lot of y'all don't research and study for yourself, and that's why y'all get mad at me when I come on here and talk. But I know what the hell, because I know what the hell I'm be talking about. I'm a brother from the streets of Philly, but I educated myself. Straight up, I've studied and researched. I'm a put it like this. I'm a knowledge. I just love knowledge. I love wisdom, because our community, we lack wisdom. We lack knowledge. We lack information. If we had more information and more knowledge, we have more power. You see what I'm saying? That's why a lot of y'all don't like me. Y'all don't like the truth I spit. Y'all don't like the wisdom God has given me. Y'all don't like the knowledge I spit. Y'all don't like that, which y'all should like it. About time a black man that y'all know ain't afraid to speak what the hell I got to speak on any topic. Y'all should be glad you got a black brother that ain't afraid to say what the hell he got to say. You should like that. A lot of y'all don't, which is sad. So I can only help those that want help. But this crooked system, you got to get knowledge. You got to get wisdom. That's why these chumps or these pizzigs, that's why these pizzigs think they can just do whatever they want to us, because they think that we don't know. We don't have knowledge of our rights, our human rights. We got spiritual rights, and we have constitutional rights. I'm going to say it again. We got spiritual rights. We have constitutional rights. We have human rights. Okay? A lot of times you don't know what your rights are. So get some knowledge, get some wisdom, get some power. Acting loud and ignorant and all that ain't gonna do nothing. You better get some wisdom when you're dealing with these people. For real, you gotta have some knowledge, man. You got to hit them with some intelligence and some divine wisdom and some divine insight. That's the only way things gonna change. But what's sad with our community is they don't want to learn nothing. Our community want to be stupid and dumb. Our community just want to be a bunch of dumbasses. They don't want to learn nothing. That's why you see our community ain't going no damn where. And they get mad at a Negro like me for speaking the truth. Our community want to be stupid and dumb. They rather just kill each other off, and then scream what Black Lives Matter when the white cop kill us. But like dude said in the comments section, how come Ben Crump ain't never there with all this gang violence and all these black brothers shooting and killing each other? How come we always want to overlook that topic? That is a good point. We always want to overlook all the murders and deaths among black folk. We always want to overlook gang violence. We always want to, black people kill each other more than cops. We kill each other more than anybody. But how come that ain't a main topic in our community? How come, huh? How come it ain't? How come that ain't a main topic? How come it's always Black Lives Matter when a white cop kills all the time? But it's killings going on every day. And I think that's sad in our community. It's okay for us to kill each other, but it ain't okay for the white cop to do it. And that's a horrible message to send. I'm going to say it again. That's a horrible message to send. A horrible message to send. It's okay for us to kill each other and eliminate us, but it ain't okay for the white cop to do it. That's a bad message we send in our community. They need to talk about both sides, the murders and deaths and killing among each other and the cops. We can't just talk about the cops and not talk about all the murders and deaths and gang violence that go on in our community every damn day. I could pull up 20 news stories right now about Negroes shooting and killing each other. I could pull up 20 news stories with it ain't nothing, with drive-by shootings and murders and deaths and everything else. It's crazy. But this is all they want to fight for. This it. You gotta talk about both sides, man. And just talk about all this white cop stuff. It's a lot of other problems in our community that need to be fixed. But number one, we need to get more knowledge. We need to get more power. Let's watch the rest of this.
And let me be clear on that point. We believe that black people in America deserve full justice just like white people in America. The Constitution applies to all Americans equally. Criminal culpability and civil accountability. And that's what we fully expect. Wouldn't you want that if that was your mother? You want full justice, right? Nothing less. That's all this family is asking for.
And then just to follow up on that, you mentioned the DOJ. Do you believe the FBI might be involved in this case as well?
We don't know. They said they opened up an investigation. They did it on Breonna Taylor and George Floyd and others. So we hope that they will use whatever resources possible to help get justice.
And when exactly did the family find out that it was a deputy who was involved in the shooting?
And that they found out about 24 hours later.
Okay. And how did they find out?
If you're a web designer, here are 4 Wix Studio features you gotta know.
On the news?
My brother read it on the internet.
On the news. They found out from the news. Nobody from law enforcement ever told me.
So Mr. Crawford had said that this might have been a cover-up, this was a cover-up. How many of the other family members think this was a cover-up?
But they all have strong feelings right now. Roxanne, you talking to a family who just saw their daughter shot in the face by law enforcement. They don't trust any law enforcement right now. Would you? Yeah, we're trying to get to the facts of what happened. That's why they're asking for a thorough investigation. And that's what we think. I know at the first press conference, asked what would it take to heal the community. You remember, Mr. James? It is trying to put yourself in their shoes and their neighbor's shoes. I know it's hard for some people to even fathom it, but it's a reality for most people of color, especially Black people in America. We think about this every day, that but by the grace of God, it could be your mama next, or your daughter, or your son. And so, yeah, they distrustful. Yeah, they believe it was a cover-up when they were not told from the very beginning. And so that's what people who are dealing with a lot of emotions feel. They don't know what to believe. I thought Malachi gave the most honest answer. I don't know I have no words. You have no words after something like this. I mean, that video is senseless. It's senseless. You see a law enforcement officer who is trying to claim he was in fear of his life, walk around the counter and to get closer to her. Looked like from the objective observation that he was trying to get a better shot. Why do you walk around the counter? Yes, last 2 questions.
I know earlier you said you didn't know exactly what the scope of the DOJ investigation was, but generally, does that mean DOJ boots on the ground here, working with the different agencies? Can you give us a snapshot?
I've seen it. Obviously, I've done a lot of cases all across America, so I've seen it done a variety of ways. Sometimes they just say they're going to overlook what the local law enforcement does, like they were doing with Breonna Taylor, and then they sometimes do like George Floyd, where they actually put boots on the ground, like they did with Ahmaud Arbery, Tyree Nichols. So, you know, in Ronald Green, they used the local officials. So we don't know what the scope is. We just know that they've opened a file. They've opened an investigation file on SONYA MASSYE. And obviously, with the family's guidance, if the family wants them to go deeper, we're going to advocate for them to go deeper. What we don't want to happen, and I keep reiterating this, what we don't want to happen is a LaQuan McDonald situation. And nobody can tell us, oh, it's not going to happen like that, because I'm sure that's what they said to LaQuan McDonald's family. You know, is that it? Thank you all very much. We'll continue to update you all.
Sonia Pruitt, founder of police reform advocacy group Black Police Experience and retired captain of the Montgomery County, Maryland Police Department. Sonia, thank you so much for coming on the show.
All right, I'm gonna stop it right there for a second. We're gonna look at some more video. Like I said, it's gonna be a pretty long live tonight. I might be here till 11:30. Just a lot to talk about. Plus, I want to talk about Kamala Harris and other stuff. But I'm about to put the poll in the chat. And I'll put a poll in the chat. I put a poll in the chat. If y'all see the poll, y'all answer it. Answer however you want to answer it. It don't matter to me. First of all, I want to show a video first. I'm going to show this video. It's on my channel first. And I don't know if a lot of y'all didn't see this video. I'm going to show another angle of the shooting. I'm going to show another angle of the shooting. And you're going to clearly see her throw hot water on him. All right, we're gonna check it out. And I want y'all to look at this closely. I want y'all to look at this really closely because she throws a pot of hot water on him. And we're gonna look. I want y'all to see this. A lot of y'all probably didn't even see this. A lot of y'all probably did not even see this video, and I'm about to pull it back up for y'all. I put it on my channel. Let's see. Put it on my channel, and I want y'all to look at that right there. She has a pot of hot water in her hand, and she's throwing it at him. That is a pot of hot water over her head. You know how you throw a pot at somebody. She's throwing it at the cop. Okay? She's throwing it at her.
Throws it at the cop.
Look, that's a pot right there in her hand, and the water comes flying out. Now you see the pot handles on the side. You clearly see the pot handles. You see the pot. A lot of people mad because I pulled this video up, but I'm sorry, you have to be mad. Like I say, I don't agree with him shooting her in the face, but she did throw a pot of hot water on him. She wouldn't listen to the police. And you know what these pigs want to do. They want to blow our heads off. He gave her a reason. Now, she has a pot of hot water in her hand. And then somebody came in my chat, want to argue with me with their feelings. I told them she threw a pot of hot water on the cop. No, she didn't. No, she didn't. Shut up. Yes, she did. I told you she did. I'm not playing the video. I'm not playing the shooting. Somebody said they're exiting. I'm not playing. I'm just showing you the pot she had in her hand. I'm not playing the video. I'm not playing it. So if y'all thought I'm gonna play the video, somebody asked me who am I voting for? I'm for Trump. I'm voting for Trump. You tripping? We're gonna talk about that later. But she had the pot of hot water in her hand. There you have it. All right, let's watch another video. And I just wanted to show you what she did. And I think it's sad because any woman that wants to be held accountable for their behavior, you can't do this to these cops. You just can't do that. The cops will blow your head off, man. All right, let's watch another video. What do you mean I've seen Caucasians do worse things? It's nothing worse than black people killing each other. So I don't know. You say I saw Caucasians do worse things. I don't know what that means. Now y'all kill me coming over here. I always want to justify what black people do. That's why you can't help the black community. Every time you talk about what white people do, well, white people, where's the accountability in our community? I don't know what that means. You saw white people do work. I don't know what you're talking about. I see black folks shooting and killing each other. I grew up in Philly, and black folk would blow each other's heads off like it was nothing. I don't know. I don't know what you mean by that. I saw white people do work. I don't know what that means. That still doesn't excuse all the murders and gang violence in our community. Still does not excuse the behavior in our community. Yeah, they do stuff too, but it don't excuse our behavior. Because they do it, that makes it okay for us to do it? Is that what y'all trying to say? Because I don't understand what y'all be saying half the time. They do it, so it's okay for us to do it. What? How? They did this, so we can do that to each other. Like, the murders and deaths among black folk is sickening and it's sad. You can't justify that talking about what white people do. You just can't. I'm sorry. You try to justify that all you want to. Let me hear what else you said. Y'all gotta make. What do you mean? I don't know what you're saying, bro. I don't know what you're saying. Like some of y'all gotta write complete sentences. I'm not trying to figure out. I'm not trying to figure out what y'all saying. Y'all gotta write complete sentences so I can understand. Because I don't want to be reading broken up sentences because I don't get it. Oh, that's a good point. Roxy said the fact that they trying to hide the fact that she threw a pot of boiling water on her screen. Of course, they're going to hide that part. They're not going to disclose that part. But when he go to trial, his defense team, is going to, they're going to bring that up. So, like I say, to be honest, if you think about it, he has a defense. And I'm not saying he's right, but the cop really does have a defense that they can go off of. And if you go into that courtroom and he could say, well, she attacked me with hot water and I just reacted, man, he still has a fighting chance. Say what y'all want to say. And I'm not saying I'm not saying he ain't. I'm not saying he's right. I'm not saying he's right. I said he's wrong for how he could have tased her. That's my stance on it. But she still need to be held accountable for throwing the water. He needs to be held accountable for shooting her in the face. There should be accountability on both sides. I'm gonna say it again. She needs to be held accountable. Well, she was held accountable. She lost her life. But they need to talk about her throwing the hot water on the cop, and the cop needs to be held accountable for shooting her in the face and for saying he was going to shoot in the face. But of course, they're not going to talk about her throwing the hot water on her. In our community, they're always going to justify. They always justify what women do in our community. Let's just be honest. Can we just be honest for one time? In our community, the black community, they always justify what women do. Not the men. They hold us accountable for everything. Child support. You could be a good father. They put you on child support. Everything we do, black men, we get scrutinized. Everything we do, we get scrutinized. But when a black woman does something, there's always justification for it. They're always thinking of an excuse. They always have an excuse in our community for anything women do. They could kill their children, an excuse. Well, maybe she had postpartum. She killed her kids. She killed her boyfriend. Well, maybe he hit her, and she was the abusive one. Kill her kids, kill her boyfriend, do this, do that. It's always a justification. Now you got a black woman who threw hot water on a guy. She's out of control. And she knew what she was doing because she said sorry. If you go watch the video, go listen to the entire video. He told her to put the pot down, and she acted like she wasn't going to put it down. He pulled the gun out. She said sorry, put the pot down. Then she grabbed the pot again and threw it at him, and then he shot her. That is what happened. Get mad all you want to. That's what really happened. Let's listen to what these women have to say here. Let's listen to this.
Police experience and retired captain of the Montgomery County, Maryland Police Department. Sonia, thank you so much for coming on the show. First, just like to get your reaction to the body cam video of Sonya Massey being shot and killed in her own home.
Thank you for having me. And first, my condolences to the Massey family and their loved ones. This was a really tragic.
And then they keep saying unarmed woman. She was armed with a hotter boiling water. Why they keep saying unarmed black woman? Because she didn't have a gun. She had a pot of hot water. She was armed with a pot of boiling hot water. Unarmed black woman. No, she wasn't. She was armed. She was armed, and let me say something. This gonna make people mad. Dealing with this system that's against us and don't like. My internet is acting up. Oh, golly. My internet is messing up. Can y'all hear me? Is my internet messing up? My internet is messing up. Can y'all hear me? Did I go out for a minute? She said a hot boiling water is a weapon, period. Yeah, that is a weapon. So someone said this is a demonic spirit in our community. Yeah, let me read some of the comments. I'm gonna read some of the comments. She said Kamala's trying to start a race war. I don't know. It says because heterosexual black man ain't voting for garbage. That man with intensive cussing. Yeah, they are. They cuss me out all the time on my channel. They don't like the truth, but they keep watching me. Let me read some of these comments. I kind of went back on the comments before we watched this video. You know what? That's true. Somebody said black women are being used to destroy. Yeah, that's sad. They are. They have been used to destroy the black community, and they destroy themselves. Somebody said I went out briefly. Yeah, I don't know how that happened. Let me see. She said this is a demonic spirit within the community that destroy a lot of people and continues to. Yeah, it's full of demonic spirits and a spirit of murder, spirit of all kind of stuff, poverty, jealousy, envy, all kind of demonic spirits in our community. It's sad. There are a bunch of generational curses. But I can't stand to keep saying unarmed black woman. She was armed with a pot of water. She had a pot of water. Let's listen to what these women got to say. Let's listen to this. But I could tell by her haircut, and I'm not trying to be funny. I could tell by her haircut and her hard face. I know she gonna be biased. Let's listen.
Tragic incident that really could have been avoided. There was clearly a mental health element. We have a young woman calling for the police, ostensibly to check for a prowler, perhaps. And then the deputies come, and then she becomes someone who's under suspicion. I'm going to jump right to it. This woman asked for help. The deputies came. They have a conversation with her. There is something going on with the conversation where you might summarize or surmise that maybe there is a mental health element. And so now I know that.
All right, I don't know why I keep going in and out, but let's listen to what she got to say.
Ostensibly to check for a prowler, perhaps. And then mental health element really could have been avoided. There was clearly a mental health element. We have a woman.
Okay, they always want to use mental health. Ma'am, she still knew what she was doing. Mental health doesn't excuse certain behavior. Come on, man. She knew what she was doing. That's why she put the pot down and said, "Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry." And then picks the pot back up and throws it at the cop. Come on. She knew what she was doing. It's a lot of mental health going around. So that don't mean everybody can go around and do what they want to do and claim mental health. This is what I can't stand in the black community. Yes, there are mental health issues in our community. I'm not saying there are not no mental health issues. What I'm saying is a person with mental health still understands what they're doing. Okay, they still know right from. She knew what she was doing because she wouldn't have said sorry and put the pot down, then throws the pot at the cops. She was just being rebellious at that time because the cops asked her to get her ID. She really didn't want to get her ID because they said, "Where are you going?" She went in the kitchen. They said, "Man, we need some identification of you." She didn't want to get no ID. This is where she started to rebel. I don't want to get my ID. I called y'all. I shouldn't have to get my ID. So, I mean, come on, man.
And a young woman calling for the
mental health excuse. I get tired of it. You still know what she's doing.
Police, ostensibly to check for a prowler, perhaps. And then they come, the deputies come, and then she becomes someone who's under suspicion. I'm going to jump right to it. This woman asked for help. The deputies came. They have a conversation with her. There is something going on with the conversation where you might summarize or surmise that maybe there is a mental health element. And so now I know that, and I'm going to treat this person, this human being, with that in mind. But instead, when Miss Massey goes to her kitchen, she takes a pot off the stove, a pot of supposedly boiling water, the deputy becomes defensive. And then she becomes someone who is under suspicion. I have an issue with officers who put themselves in harm's way. In this case, the deputy asks or orders.
Oh my God, no, she didn't just say that. Do you hear what's coming out her mouth? She says she has a problem with deputies putting themselves in harm's way. Ma'am, that's a cop's job. Listen, and I'm not talking about the cop that shot her in the face. Forget him. I'm just speaking in general. Forget the cops. Forget the cop that shot her. Cops, they put themselves in harm's way every day. What she's saying is not making sense. So she's trying to justify. You notice when she got to the pot of hot boiling water, her body language changed, and she tries to justify that part. She's trying to justify the boiling water that the woman had. And like I said, if you just came into the channel, like I say, she's wrong for throwing the hot water at him, and he's wrong for shooting her in the face. He could have tased her. I don't agree with that. But she should have never thrown no hot water on this guy. I believe you killed yourself. She wrote her own death certificate. Watch her body language change.
Deputy asks or orders Miss Massey. The deputy asks way. In this, who put themselves. I have an issue who is under suspicion.
Now watch when she gets to the boiling water part. She gets uneasy because this is the part where she wants to justify. You always justifying what black women do. I can't stand it. All the time.
I have an issue with, and she becomes someone who is under suspicion. Supposedly boiling water, the deputy becomes boiling water over a pot of. Miss Massey goes to her kitchen. She takes a pot off the stove, a pot of supposedly boiling water. The deputy becomes defensive. And then she becomes someone who is under suspicion. I have an issue with officers who put themselves in harm's way.
That was so stupid what she just said. She just said something dumb in an intelligent way. Ain't that crazy? A person could say something stupid in an intelligent manner. Man, what do you mean you have a problem with cops putting themselves in harm's way? That's their job, man. That was stupid. But when she got to the boiling water part, she had to think of something to justify it. So now it's the officer's fault. They put themselves in the harm's way of the boiling hot water, ma'am. Do you hear this? Now she goes to the kitchen and get a pot of boiling hot water, and I have an issue with cops that put themselves in harm's way. That was the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life. That's how stupid she said. And this is how dumb you sound when you try to justify the behavior of the women in our community. She's trying to figure out a way to justify it, and she says something stupid. And you know why she says something stupid? Because it's stupid to justify what she did. When she threw that hot water on that pig, she wrote her own death certificate. Come on, man. Let's listen to this again. This was dumb. How you gonna say something stupid and say it she's saying stupid stuff in an intelligent voice. Man, that was dumb. Listen to what she said again, try to justify it.
Instead, when Miss Massey goes to her kitchen, she takes a pot off the stove, a pot of supposedly boiling water, the deputy becomes defensive. And then she becomes someone who is under suspicion. I have an issue with officers who put themselves in harm's way.
What? Somebody explain what she just said. Somebody tell me, did that make any sense in the comment section? Now I'm gonna talk to y'all now. Let me talk to y'all for a minute. Somebody please tell me what she just said made sense. Because if you think what she said made sense, maybe you're just as stupid as she is. For real. What? Let's move right along. Oh, Lord have mercy.
In this case, the deputy asks or orders Miss Massey to put the pot down. She seems confused. She's trying to, like, what am I supposed to do? And the next thing you know, he has shot her. But
no, that's not what happened, ma'am. You're lying. Did you hear what she just said? That's not what happened, ma'am. It's not what happened. You hear how she just glossed over she glossed over a whole moment. She didn't know what to do. Yes, she did know what to do. Because when he told her to put the pot down, and he said, I'm going to shoot you, she said, I'm sorry, and put the pot down the first time. Then he told her to put her hands in the air. She grabs the pot again and throws it at him. See, she wants to gloss over that. She wants to ignore that. Because all you want to do is talk about a racist cop killing a black woman. That's all you want to talk about. But you don't want to talk about the behavior that led this pig to shooting her. See, we don't want to talk about her behavior. We don't want to talk about the behavior that led up to her getting killed. Like I said, I expect that behavior from these pigs. They want to kill us. That's what they want to do. They want to get rid of us. Why would I give them a reason? Why would I throw hot water on a cop? Well, he could use that in court as self-defense. And now I'm telling y'all, listen to what I'm saying. This is what they're going to use in court. I showed y'all the video. She threw the pot. She dropped the pot, picked it back up, threw it at him. Then he shot her. Like, come on, man. They're going to use that as a defense in court. He's not going to get a lot of time. I'm telling you, he's not. He's not. Let's listen how she glossed over she missed a whole episode. She didn't know what to do, and yes, she did know what to do, because when he told her to drop the pot, ma'am, she dropped it. Listen how stupid she sounds. And she's trying to talk intelligent, saying stupid stuff.
down, she seems confused. She's trying to, like, what am I supposed to do? And then
no, she did. She's lying.
He has shot her. But
I can't listen to this woman. I can't listen to this woman. This woman just told a lie. That's not, if you watch the video, that's not what happened. He told her to put the pot down. She doesn't know what to do. Then why did she say, I'm sorry, and put the pot down, ma'am? If she didn't know what to do, and she was so crazy and didn't know what to do, how come she said, I'm sorry, and put the pot down? Then picked it back up and threw it at the police. Just stop it. I don't even want to listen to her no more. Shut up. I don't want to listen to her no more. Now, I want to talk about Kamala Harris. Let's talk about Kamala Harris running for president. Oh, Lord. Yes, yes, yes. Let's talk about, because I'm not voting for Kamala Harris. I'm just not. A lot of y'all going to vote because she's black, because she's a woman of color. I don't want... Trump did more than Obama did. I'm going to say it again. Trump did more than Obama did in office. All right? Obama's the one that signed the Fugazi law for same gender people to get married. So, yeah. All right, they're going to put Kamala. They want to put Kamala in office because they know that Biden, he's done. They know he's done, right? They know he's done, okay? But they want that administration of puppets to stay in office. Let me see. They want to put her in office because they want to keep the Biden administration there, and they want to get the black vote. I'm going to say it again. They're going to put her in office because they want the black vote. Not only that, it's more black women to men. So you definitely going to get a bunch of black women voting for this woman when she's not going to do anything. She ain't gonna do nothing. She gonna smile. She gonna tell everybody what they want to hear. Cause you know, in the black community, that's all you gotta do is tell people what they want to hear. Black people, they don't want to hear any truth. So all you gotta do, just like Biden, get up there and lie to you, make you feel good, and nothing is going to change. Just like Biden, he gets in office, inflation, wars, all kind of stuff. Nothing changed. Ain't nothing gonna change. You think something's gonna change? Put a woman in color, put a woman of color in office, so we can get the black vote, and we can get black women voting for us. What? Because she's a woman of color, I'm gonna vote for her? I mean, y'all lost y'all mind. Oh, come on, I'm trying to pull up this picture. Jesus Christ. Let's talk about Kamala Harris. Let's talk about the vote. Let's talk about what they're trying to do. Let's talk about it. There's an agenda going on. And if a lot of y'all don't understand the agenda, you are lost. Now, I'm done talking about SONYA, MASSYE. We done went over videos. We're going to talk about politics a little bit. We're going to talk about Kamala Harris before I get out of here. Biden is done. The puppet is done. Okay? They're going to get the puppet out. Now they got the new puppet, Kamala Harris, and she's going to lie to the black community, tell the black community what they want to hear, so she could get in office, and so she can push the real agenda. See, when these Democrats get in office, all they want to do is give you food stamps. They want to give you food stamps and keep you down. That's it. Give them some food stamps, shut them up. Give them a little bit of food stamps, give them a little Section 8. Give you a little Section 8, give you a little food stamps, you know what I'm talking about. Shut you up. And inflation. Look at inflation. Look at the Democrats. When Trump was in office, I don't give a damn what none of y'all got to say. When Trump was in office, he was getting black men out of prison. That was a part of the crack law that was signed by Biden and the Clintons back in the 90s. A lot of black men and poor white trash community were getting locked up. But black men were suffering from that law that Biden passed in the 90s for the crack law. They put crack in our communities. Okay, they flooded our community with crack. Black men is selling drugs. They can't get no jobs. They selling drugs. And they knew that we're going to give black men more time than we give white men. White men was going to jail for drugs. They weren't getting that much time. Black men were going to drugs just for getting 15 years, 20 years for crack. They was getting 15, 25, getting life sentences for some crack. But that's what they wanted to do in the 90s, incarcerate black men. Another form of genocide. Of course, the attack is on the black men. You remove the black man out of the house, you remove the black man out of the community, you can take over the black community. You can use the woman against them, and you can raise their children to be a product of the system. That is the agenda, to keep you down, lie to you, and do nothing for you. And this is what the Democrats have been doing for ages. When Trump was in office, people was getting out of prison. You know how many people he pardoned? Go look this up. Don't take my word for it. Go study this thing. Trump was getting people out of prison, young black men. They were going back home to their families from the crack law that Biden had passed. They were going home to their families. Not only that, Trump was giving out small business loans. He had pandemic money circulating, pandemic unemployment checks. It was checks coming in like crazy when Trump was in office. There was no inflation. There was no wars going on. Trump said as soon as the Democrats get in office, he said, expect inflation and wars. And that's exactly what happened. See, Trump understands the agenda of the Democrats. See, Trump understands it takes money to circulate in the economy. It takes money. It takes money. If the lower class people are suffering, if they don't have any money to spend, the rich man's company will suffer. I'm going to say it again. If the low income, middle class, or whatever you want to call it, if they don't have any money to spend, the rich people, their companies will suffer. So you have to circulate money among the economy, among people, so that our economy can run smoother. Okay? That's why places that have been, if you notice, a lot of businesses went out of, how many businesses shut down because of inflation? A lot of businesses went out because ain't nobody spending money. So Trump understands he's a businessman. He understands it takes money to make money. You have to circulate money. The Democrats, all they want to do is keep you down and keep their foot on your neck. That's all they want to do is keep you down, lie to you, keep you down. Make you dependent on the system. They don't want you to be an entrepreneur. They don't want you to make your own money. They don't want you to start your own business. They don't want you to get knowledge and wisdom. They don't want you to ask for more money. They don't want you to understand who you are. They don't want you to know none of that. Just believe what we tell you. Be dumb, be stupid. Let us keep our foot on your neck. Let me throw some food stamps, some crumbs at you. Let me give black women and children Section 8. Let's lock your men up and give you a nice speech, smile, and go home. That's it. Nothing ever changes. Nothing changes. I'm speaking of the facts. She ain't gonna do nothing when she is off. Just like Biden, nothing. So say what you want. I don't care how Trump talk or how he act. I look at what Trump did when he was in office. See, they don't want Trump in office because they can't control Trump. See, Trump is not going to be nobody's puppet. That's why I don't care what y'all say. That's why I like Trump. Say what you want to say. Trump ain't going to be nobody's puppet. That's why they're trying their best to bring charges, want them locked up. I've never seen a white system go after a white man like I've seen Trump. I'm going to say it again. I've never seen a white system go after a white man like they go after Trump because he can't be controlled. And listen, power of the people. See, we don't understand our power. We have the power to put in office who we want to put in office. That is our constitutional right. So if more people want Trump in office, they want to get rid of him. They don't want him there because the people want him back in office. So of course they try and get rid of him. Of course they want Trump out the way. And they want the Democrats to get in there, give you a nice speech, give you some food stamps, Section 8, inflation, the prices keep riding. Every time I go to the grocery store, our prices just, something always rising. I ain't never seen this many prices rise when Trump was in office. It's ridiculous. Jesus Christ. Every time I turn around, the price going up. And anybody paying us more? Ain't nobody paying you more, but the prices, that's what they want to do, keep you down, keep oppression. That's all the Democrats do. They want to be your oppressors. But now they're going to try to use her. She's going to be a token. She's going to get all these black women to vote for her because she's black, and she's going to do nothing, just like Biden. Black women are going to vote for her because black women, they want their food stamps and their Section 8 stuff. You know, especially the ones in our community, they don't want to better themselves. See, when Trump was in office, he was giving out small business loans. I'd rather take a business loan I'd rather take a business loan than to take food stamps in Section 8 any day. Give me a business because I can flip money. I could make money. I could flip that. I could turn that into something. I could generate income. I could generate wealth with a business. You ain't generating no wealth where you on welfare, you on food stamps. Your daughter get pregnant at an early age. She on welfare, she on food stamps. The generational curses is there when the Democrats are there. And that's what they want, the generational curses to keep going. You on food stamps, grandmama on food. All y'all was on food stamps in Section 8 for 3-4 generations. That's ridiculous. All y'all had babies at 15 and 14. That's ridiculous. You a grandmother. You about to be a great grandmother at 45. That don't make no damn sense. How you gonna be a great grandmother at 45? You had a kid when you was 15. Your daughter had a kid when she was 15, and her daughter's 15 and she pregnant. 45, 30, and 15. How you about to be a great grandmother? You're only 45, 50 years old. But this is the community we live in. Generational curses. Everybody's dependent on the system for crumbs. When you ain't thinking to start all this information we got online, you could study how to start your own business. You could study how to start your own brand. You can run your own clothing line without even money, with no money. You could get on an app and design your own clothes. You could get on a website, or you could get on one of these sites like Shopify, and you could start your own clothing business. It's going to take work, but after a while, you'll be working for yourself. Hello, somebody. You can still work on your business. Why is that so hard for people to do? You can work a job and work on your business while you're working a job. I don't care if it's 30 minutes out the day, an hour out the day, 20 minutes out the day. Start your own. Stop being so dependent on this system that don't want to give you nothing but crumbs. Stop begging this system. These people that come in office don't give a damn about none of us, especially the Democrats. They really don't care. Everything's about money. So, like I said, I'd rather Trump be in office because he knows how to circulate money in the economy. He got a lot of money. He got a lot of black brothers out of prison from the Biden law. So if she's in office, then that's the Biden administration still in office. That's why I'm not voting. I don't care about her color. I don't care about no color. And I'm looking at what you stand for in the party that you represent. You represent these people that have been keeping our people down for years, the Democrats. And still, black people love voting Democrat because they get food stamps in Section 8. It's sad, though. It's sad. We get food stamps. No, they don't want a business loan. They don't want to know how to have a blueprint for a business. They don't want to understand how to get some real estate with hardly no money down. They don't want to learn about how to get some property because you got your credit score up and you didn't have to put down a big down payment. They don't want to learn about business. They just want to sit back, collect, and just fight, have sex, and have babies. That's it. That's the black community. Fight, kill, have sex, have babies. Shoot, kill, fight, have sex, have babies. That's it. There's no generational wealth in our community. There's no generation. Ain't nobody trying to. It's sad, though. It's sad. Ain't nobody trying to build nothing. But they always want to, depend on these people in office who ain't going to do nothing for you. You better come together with your people, and you better think of a plan on how to. You better think of a plan on how to generate wealth and revenue. So depending on this system, they're going to use her to get the black vote and to keep black folk down. That's it. Why would I vote for her? Because the color of her skin. I don't care nothing about that. I'm going to read some of the comments in a minute. Because she's a woman of color. That don't mean nothing, bro. What does that mean? Like I said, Obama was in office and Trump did more did more for the middle class and the low income people than Obama did. Obama was black. He did nothing in office. What did Obama do in his office? He was a cool dude. He was smooth and all that other stuff, but he did nothing. He did absolutely nothing. Wasn't nobody getting out of prison. There was no prison. He didn't go against the Biden law because they were Democrats. So he didn't go against it with the Biden law, the Biden crack law, and the Clinton law. He didn't go against that. So Trump did more than Clinton did. I'd rather you be straight up and real, but you still doing stuff in my community. You getting people out of prison. You circulating money than to be smiling on camera, telling me what I want to hear, and behind the scenes you ain't doing nothing. And I think that's sad with the black community. They only like to listen to people that make them feel good, and there's no change. You can't help our people, man. It's sad. So they're going to try to get the black vote in there, and they're going to try to get her to vote. But the black community doesn't make up but a certain amount of our population. So she's going to need more than the black vote to get in. She's going because Trump's going to get in there. If they don't eliminate or if they don't put him in prison or just try to rig the votes or something, they might have to rig the vote to try to pay somebody off to rig it. I don't know, but Trump got way more. That's why they after him so hard. They want to keep the Clinton administration, the Biden administration. They want to keep the crack laws in there. They want to keep black folk down. That's why they want her in office. She's just going to be the face of a fake agenda. They just looking at her color of her skin instead of looking at the agenda that's behind it. I think that's sad with our community. I think that's sad. We don't look at the whole picture. Oh, she's a woman of color. She might be the first black female president. Let me tell y'all something. You think they're going to let a woman of color get in office before a white woman? I'm going to say it again. Do y'all actually think they're going to let a woman of color get in office before a white woman? She's not getting in office. She's not. No, she's not. They're not going to let her win. She's going to be there. They're going to try to, but she's not going to get in there. She ain't going to get in there. But anyway, I'm about to get up out of here. This is a crooked system. This is a dirty, crooked world. SONYA, MASSYE, you know, black women, black men, watch your behavior if you have to deal with these people. If you got to deal with these people, talk intelligent. If you got to deal with the cops, talk like you got some damn sense. Because they looking for any reason to shoot us and blow our heads off. Talk like you got some sense. Pull your damn pants up. Take that bonnet off your head and brush your hair back when the police come to your house. Look presentable. Talk like you got some damn sense. It's ridiculous. I'm your boy Zillionaire. I told you I was gonna be here till about 11:30, but I'm gonna get out here a little early. Let me read some of the comments before I get out of here. Make sure y'all hit that Cash App too. If you hit that Cash App, appreciate it. Let's read some of these comments first. Somebody said black women could choose everything, but who they have babies by. Oh man. Somebody said. Let me see some of the comments. Somebody said I agree. You said they're gonna worship her. Yeah, they already doing it. Exactly. You said they're gonna worship her, but really behind the scenes, she gonna give them her ass to kiss. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. They're worshiping her now. You should see the Facebook post. It's like, oh my God, it's because she's a woman of color. Like, stop it. She was just with Biden. She didn't do nothing with Biden. She did nothing. Yeah, I don't know why they're gonna vote for her. They don't people. Because let me tell you why they're gonna vote for her. Because like I say, our community, we look at color. We don't look at the agenda. We just want to hear. Put it like they don't care what she gonna do. Long as she a person of color and she get in office, she could cause mass incarceration of black men. She could pass another law from the Clintons to have mass incarceration of black men, and they wouldn't care. They wouldn't care long as a black woman, or a woman of color is in office. Yeah, she was a token vice president. She was just a token. All right, let me get up out of here, man. I done preach my sermon. Thank y'all for tuning in. I'm gonna take a quick commercial break. I want y'all to buy some of this Zillionaire clothing. The link is at the bottom of the links are in the chat. My clothing line. But let's take a little commercial break and I'll come back, talk a little bit, and I'll be right back. Now make sure you click on the link to buy that Zillionaire clothing and merchandise. We got everything from tank tops to t-shirts to bras to pillows to shower curtains, fanny packs, cups, mugs. I mean, whatever you want, man. Bags, man. Just go ahead and click on that link. Cop some of that Zillionaire merchandise, man. I appreciate all the support. All right. Y'all can go to my clothing store, clothing and merchandise store. It's on my. Go to my channel. Scroll over to the store tab. You can go to my channel, or you can see I have clothing lined up at the bottom of every video. You can see I got links in every video. Where you can go buy Zillionaire clothing and merchandise. We got everything. Like I say, from slippers to t-shirts, all that stuff, man. Fanny packs, bags, pillows, shower curtains, whatever you want, man. Aprons, iPhone cases, bras. We got everything, man. So go ahead and support the channel, support the brand. Thank y'all for tuning in, man. Y'all have a good night. Y'all be blessed. God bless you. Stay woke. Stay prayed up. Stay focused. Pay attention to the agendas and ask the Lord to, lead and guide you and direct you in this crazy world we live in. I tell you, this world is wicked, it's crazy. So I hope you have, the Almighty Yah. I hope you have Yeshua, the Christ. I hope you have accepted him as your Lord and Savior. Because, man, in this world, you're going to need the Almighty Yah. You're going to need Christ. You're going to need his guidance. You're going to need his you're going to need his divine insight. You're going to need his wisdom. You're going to need his knowledge. You're going to need his discernment to navigate in this wicked, evil world we live in. I'm out of here. God bless you. I'm gone.
Zillion